Kona Bahr. When I grow up. When I grow up, Kona Bahr.
When I grow up, I would like to be like Mama Kona, contest master, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Let me tell you about Mama Kona. Yes, that's how we refer to parents back in Kenya. Baba or Mama, then the name of their first child. My first child is Matthew. Therefore, you can call me Mama Matthew. My mother was born and raised in Kenya, East Africa. She is the third born out of 9 children. For the most part of her career, she was a secretary. Unfortunately, in 2011, the company that she had worked for over 20 years closed their offices. It is not easy getting a job in Kenya when you're in your 50s. I started talking to her about relocating to the United States. You see, I know that this is the land of opportunity. It was not easy convincing her to relocate. Picture this, leaving your daughter, my sister, your husband, my stepfather, your siblings, to relocate to a different country, in a different continent, to start a new life. My mother did that. In September 2013, Mama Kona arrived in the United States. There are a couple of things she needed to adjust to when she came to the United States. Number 1, the weather. She had moved to Wisconsin. The first time she saw snow, she was excited. She wanted to touch it, play in it, until she had to drive in it. That is a story for a different day. The second thing she needed to adjust to was seeing my husband do household chores. I remember the first time she saw him mopping the floor. I had her screaming, "Doug, stop! Kona, come here!" My poor husband was confused. I had to call her and tell her, "Mama, here in the United States, we do not have housekeepers like we do back in Kenya. We ask our family members to help us with household chores." It took her a while to adjust to that, but she has adjusted. My stepfather is now in Wisconsin. Not only does he know where the utensils are, but he also helps make some meals. That is a miracle in itself. A few weeks after my mother arrived, I asked her, "Mama, what are your goals? What would you like to achieve in the US?" She had 3 things in mind. Number 1, learn how to drive in the US. Number 2, get a job. And number 3, save for retirement. The first thing she did was get a job. She got a job as a caregiver at a nursing home not too far from my house. I used to drop her off at 4 p.m. and pick her up at 11:30 p.m. at night. On one of those days when I was dropping her off, her manager called me to the side and said, "Kona, we are so fortunate to have your mother working here for us. She is very hardworking. The residents and her coworkers enjoy interacting with her." I was so happy to hear that. My mother was adjusting to life in the United States. What more could I ask for? The second thing she did was learn how to drive. I remember telling her that I would be the best person to teach her how to drive. Big mistake. You see, back in Kenya, they drive on the left-hand side of the road. Picture me screaming and pushing imaginary brakes every time she turned on the left-hand side. We both decided it was best she went to a driving school. She took a few lessons, she went and did her test, and she passed on the first try. I was thrilled. We have a safe driver in the house, and I no longer had to pick her up at 11:30 p.m. That was way past my bedtime. My mother was now driving. She is working. She went and got an apartment. A few months later, she came to me and told me, "Kona, I want to go back to school." I I have been telling myself that I'm too old to go back to school, and my mother is talking about going back to school. She enrolled at a community college for a certified nursing assistant program. You should have seen her face when she got that diploma. It read certified nursing assistant. I was so proud of her. She went ahead and got a job at a hospital not too far from her house. She still kept the job at the nursing home. I went to her and asked her, "Mama, why do you have 2 jobs?" She told me, "Kona, I need to increase my 401k plan contribution at the nursing home and my 403b plan contribution at the hospital." My mother was talking about retirement plans, 401k, 403b. You would think that with 2 jobs, she has no time for her family. Mama Kona has attended every Grandparents' Day event at my children's school. Muffins with Mom, donuts with Dad when my husband and I could not attend. Orchestra concerts, piano recitals. She makes time to come and visit. When Mama Kona is in the house, you will know. She is running around with the children, playing hide and seek. At times I'm left asking, how many children do I have in this house? One day when we were chatting, I asked her, "Mama, how do you accomplish all this?" She told me, "Kona, if you have the courage to make tough decisions, if you're determined to succeed, and if you believe in yourself, you can accomplish anything that you want." I have seen her determination on numerous occasions, and that is why I say I want to be like her when I grow up. At the age of 61, Mama Kona is driving in the United States. She is working in the United States, and she is saving for retirement. Dear friends, if you're struggling with some of these tough decisions, be it relocating, changing careers, saving for retirement, please be encouraged by Mama Kona. If Mama Kona can do it, you and I can do it too. Contest Master.